Well, hey everybody, it is Romania Black, and we are on the penultimate week of of the Word of Honor, and I'm super excited, y'all. I really am. I am really excited to see what we get this episode, because next week we're going to be watching episodes 36 and 37 together, which is going to be fun. But I'm very curious to see what we would do for the penultimate episode. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I have some comments I want to talk about with you all before we get to that point. So, with that being said, Daya in 1997 says for episode 32, I love how Jojishu quits his assassin lord role and thinks, let's not do more of that. But then his soulmate dies, and he's immediately like, never mind, murder is always the answer. And then episode 33, he's just like, what? So that's a fun time. And then Night Owl, that gave me a really good laugh, by the way, Daya, so thank you. Night Owl says for episode 33, oh, Chufong, such a coward. Gorgeous women ready to run away, and he's like, nah, heroes conference. At least he gave her the pill, showing that he cared. Good on her for choosing herself and leaving. As for the antidote, did she give him the full dose, meaning that he shouldn't need the monthly one anymore? I'm going to be honest with you. These next 2 points of the series, I was kind of like, at this point when we were doing the discussion. One, I wish the series had been a little bit more clear on the antidote, and maybe I just missed it and didn't understand it properly. But I was like, did she give him the full dose? Is he going to need a monthly supply? Is he good now? They don't really get that wrapped up as clear as I think they could have, and maybe I just missed it. So I don't know. If she did save him from needing the antidote, then that's cool. Good for her. And then the other thing was, this part here, I was giving a little bit of a hard time last week, but it was like, wasn't the water of Leth, or water of oblivion, recipe that the Scorpion King wanted to find a cure for the tragic comic ghost so he could finally tell the truth about Zhao Jing. This was the whole scene where Scorpion King had her inhale the drunk like a dream for a while, right? Or am I misremembering? No, I guess that's one disappointing thing about this series, that I was like, oh, and I guess because this was a classic scenario of, I built up this really cool theory and this really cool idea of what would happen, and then the show just kind of went route with it. Because when he got the recipe for the water of oblivion, I'm like, oh, he's going to take the water of oblivion, or he's going to use it on Zhao Jing, or do something like kind of nefarious and like sinister and like crazy with it. And oh, you mean he just wanted to find out the recipe so he could know the antidote, and so he could cure the tragic comic ghost and learn what everyone was telling him about Zhao Jing from the start. Oh. And I was like, oh, okay, neat. I was a bit disappointed that the storyline with that just kind of went womp womp. And it didn't go womp womp if you were like, not like me, having all these expectations. But when you build up these crazy, I'm sorry, I'm used to MXTX, where MXTX's side plots go into crazy town. And this one was just kind of practical. And I was like, oh, okay. So no, I don't think you're misremembering Night Owl. I think I just had a lot grander, more crazy plans with the Water of Oblivion, and it just kind of, because it happened and we're like, oh, okay, he's curing the tragic comic ghost. Like, I've talked about that in the discussions, but I'm like, is that it? Is that all he wanted it for? We made such a big deal about getting it, but that was it? But he already had, the thing that's crazy is he already had the means to cure her of her Water of Oblivion state, because he was already using the drunk men in the dream drunk state. So all that amounted to was he just needed to confirm the recipe caused something he already had in his back pocket. And I'm like, oh, cool. So I was disappointed with that, but I guess that's all we're going to get out of it. So it's fine. What can we do? And then we have the whole setup unravels and the 3 ghosts show up. And Be Happy also commented on this as well. The little hand gesture looked like the Scorpion King ordering the guards to take him away while avoiding Zhao Jing's eyes, but clearly he was shaken by it. Zhao Jing seems to think that it's the Scorpion King who told the ghost to deny knowing when caching. It makes sense given that their earlier alliances were with the ghosts. And Be Happy commented saying, I'm inclined that the 3 ghosts denied died recognizing Wen Kexing at the Scorpion King's orders, because it explains why Zhao Jing turned with a shocked eye towards Scorpion King, realizing he betrayed him, and then the latter avoided eye contact with him and dismissed him quickly. So I guess that's why, because I told everybody in the Discord, I'm like, I don't know if they're being real or not, because it's not very clear. And the pacing issues with the last few episodes have made me a little grumbly about the show, and I'm trying not to be. I'm trying to stay positive because there's a lot I love about it, but I was just kind of like, okay, that's that, I guess. So, and then Night Owl says the symbolism in Wen Kexing stabbing Zhao Jing's arm to make him drop the sword. I've heard that normally dropping the sheath signals you don't expect to retreat, and there's no chance of sheathing your sword again, essentially saying I'm going to fight to the death. In this scene, Wen Kexing flips it, basically telling Zhao Jing he won't be fighting again after this, which is cool. I like that a lot. I loved the entire fight scene between Wen Kexing and Zhao Jing. I thought that fight scene was really, really well done. I liked it. And then Be Happy for episode 34 says, since I assume you've watched episode 34 at this point, I wanted to clarify something about episode 32. Ignore me if you did that in episode 34, which I don't think that I did in this discussion, so it's worth pointing out. The body that Zhou Jishu saw was a corpse prepared in advance, as Wen Kexing explained in episode 34. However, the alluring ghost's presence was the most important part for this to be successful, because she is the one with the disguise skills, ironically, skills she learned from 4 Seasons Mountain Sect's former leader, Qin Huaizhong, as said in episode 10. So her gorgeous presence at the shed, allowed by the Scorpion King as per their pact, was to disguise the corpses of Wen Kexing and give proof that Wen Kexing's fake death for anybody that may come by to check. So I guess that's another part of the world building that I may have forgot about or wasn't made clear in the series. Do they have to be present for the disguise to work? Because couldn't she just disguise the corpse and leave it there? Or does she have to be within a 5-foot radius for it to be known? The show doesn't really establish that. So I'm like, you need to establish these things for your non-Eastern audiences to know what's going on. So, but that is good to know. That is good to know. I appreciate that. So thank you, Be Happy. But yeah, apparently there are a lot of things for episode 35, a lot of bonus things, a lot of extra things. So I'm really excited about that. We had last episode with Zhou Jishu being very frustrated and being like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm dying slowly. And I did that thinking that you were already dead. And now you're here. So I don't know what we're going to do about that. And so it's just, I'm very curious to see, is Wen Kexing going to find out about Zhou Jishu dying? Probably. What's going to happen with that? How are they going to cure him? Are they going to cure him? Is this character just going to die? I don't know. And I'm like, we only have 2 episodes, 2 weeks left to find out. So we'll find out. But with that being the case, thank you all so much for your comments. Thank you so much. After the episode, I've been told some of the stuff needs to wait to post discussion. So all of the extras and bonuses, I'm going to wait until we get the discussion out of the way and then come back to them. And I'm going to keep this window open so I don't forget. But with that being said, I'm going to get this set here, and I'm going to go back to make sure that we get all this set up and don't forget about it. And the one thing quit, so I'm going to have to restart it. But anyway, I'm super excited. I hope you all are as well. I cannot believe we have 2 weeks of this show left. I'm kind of floored by that, but we'll just have to see, won't we? So anyway, we are going to get ready and we are going to start episode 35. It's a 44-minute long episode. Good. We're going to start at the 1 minute, 48 second mark, and we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1, and I'll see you all on the other side. Yeah, we're at this wedding. Yeah, I'm like, is this gonna be a fake out where he says these horrible things and then he changes his mind? Bear with it. Oh! That's mean! That's so mean! She's beautiful. Oh. She's so pretty. Screw you, old wrinkle face. She's like, yeah, I didn't do that. Why are you coming up here to, like... Oh my god, why? Why are you being a bitch? Sawing is the best person. Oh my god! Bitch, please, get out of here. Why did you come all this way with wedding gifts if you're going to try to talk him out of it? That makes no sense. Bitch, go away! Yes, get the fuck out. This guy is ridiculous. Yes, flip your robes and leave. I want her to smack him. Oh my god. Piss off. She's like, is this a good thing or a bad thing? She's like, is this a good thing or a bad thing? She's like, are all these people bipolar in this sect because Sawaining? It's a long ass time to be holding his head. What we gonna say? Oh my! I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Why? But why? The fudge? Oh my god. Oh my god. And now when Keshing's like, I told you bitches. Oh my god. Why? Why can't they have a happy ending? What the fudge? There was no reason for that. There was no reason for that. Oh my god. Girl, I'd kill that man. Girl, Master Mo, I would stake him through the heart. I would. What the fudge? Why? Why can't we have nice things? Oh my god, she was so beautiful. She is so beautiful. Where's Winkeshing during all this? Where's Yojishu? Oh my god, with the damn... oh my god. With her pins and everything. Oh my god. What? How does he know how to use the drum? happening so fast? What is this? Oh my God. Bitch, what? He's like, I didn't authorize that. I love that Wuxi and the Lord Seventh. Oh my God, girl, kill them all, every single one of them. She's like, bitch, please. Oh yeah, no. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, girl, don't blame you. Don't blame you. She looks amazing. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. He better not hurt her. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, not that. I like someone took the time to. Hey, no. No. Why is this becoming Hamlet? No one asked for this. Bitch, Xiaojing is dead. What are you doing? Oh my God, girl, do not get killed. Oh my God. Are they both going to wear the bracelets so they can get reborn in another life together? Oh my God. Oh. No, Huck. I'm in the middle of something sad. Oh my God. Oh, her actress is amazing, by the way. Oh my God. Oh, shit. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She was like, why couldn't we have nice things, bitch? He's just mainly getting Changling out of there. Oh, he's like, I'm right here. Don't worry. Oh, bitch. Yes, please. Oh my God. The fight scenes are amazing, but I'm not over Sao Weining being dead. Oh my God. Oh my God. And she's not as much of a fighter. Oh, hi. Hi, you. Oh my God. She didn't know him. Oh my God. 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 Why is this turning into Hamlet? What the fuck? Oh, now you're bringing back the glazed armor into this. Now you are. Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. What? When did this happen? When did this happen? I love he's just hauling him around. Just hauling him around on that little pelted chair. Feels Dragon Pool cabinet. He can't talk because of you, so that's... Oh. Oh, bitch. Wow. And you're betraying him? Yeah, you don't get that. Oh my god. This episode's horrifying. Mm-hmm. Become his. Mm-hmm. He's like, I bet you wish now that you hadn't betrayed me or talked shit about me. Bet you wish that. Ha! I just kunk. I just love that he's just sitting there. He's just like, son of a bitch, I hate this. Worst timeline. Bitch. Oh. Oh. I was like, she's gonna grab that spear. Oh, bitch, no! Malibu's most wanted. No, no, no. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's gonna kill her anyway. You know he's gonna kill her anyway. He doesn't have the key. Oh my god, she's done nothing. No! You're just an asshole. Oh my god. Did he kill Master Fawn too? Scorpion King, this is not a time for a concert! No! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, now! Now you do all this! Oh my god! I'm so pissed! He doesn't have them. Oh my god. He's like, not. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, the cinematography of this scene is insanely good, but oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Stop! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. But what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is not how I thought we were starting this episode. Oh my god. No, you don't get to show us a montage now. You don't get that. No. No. We already know. We've been following this damn series since the beginning. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. And the alluring ghost is dead. And Shufong is dead. Sao Wei Ning is dead. Why? That is the most unfair thing in this entire series. I'm sorry. No. No! You don't give us these recap montages, show! No! You've already cut out 7 episodes. You don't get to do this. No! Oh my god. Where's Zhou Jishu during all of this? Oh! Oh, I'd be pissed too. Oh, I'd be so pissed. Ah! Oh my god. I was not prepared for this today. I was not prepared for this today. On this good day, I was not prepared for this. No! I thought we just got done accepting that... Oh, I hope they eat you, sir. I hope you are a McRib to them. Yes, I hope you get McRibbed. Where is Zhou Jishu during all of this? Where's Zhou Jishu? Where's the Great Shaman? Where's the Lord Seventh? Where is everybody? Where they be? Oh, bitch, no, you ain't leaving alive. You get that. You get that. You get that landing. You get that landing. Bitch. Where is Jojishu? Oh my god. He's like, you want to see Ghost Chief? I'll give you Ghost Chief. You also nicked my flawless skin. Anytime a character stands perfectly still, you are at the disadvantage. Oh my god. I love that when catching fights mainly with a fan and not a blade. Love it. It's like ultimate diva. Oh, you did get cut. Mm-hmm. And so did you. Oh, bitch. Oh, are we gonna have a Frieza moment from Dragon Ball Z? Are we gonna have a Frieza moment? Ooh, I thought I was gonna decapitate him. Ugh! Where? Where is Jojishu throwing all of this? Where is he? Where is your man? He's like, I just had this dry cleaned. You're making me sweat, which is not acceptable. Oh, shit. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Why are you getting yourself killed? You still have Jojishu! What are you doing? Why are you letting yourself get skewered? Why? I know you're trying to get the fan to come back and kill him. Oh, bitch! Oh, bitch! Oh, bitch! Oh, bitch! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Where did his fan go? Why did we let ourselves get stabbed? What? Where has Jojishu been this whole time? Ah. What about the glazed armor? What about... What about Jojishu? Are you going to forget about him? This person that... What the fudge? Show! Why are you forgetting about your soulmate? What? MXTX would never. I do love the fringe on the Scorpion King's jacket. Will say that. The fringe looks amazing. Love it. He's like, I'm dying. Can you just go away? In the process of dying. Oh, of course she looks amazing. You know. Uh, he's like, I don't know. Oh, the connection back to Jojishu sunbathing. Mm-hmm. The connection back to that. She's like, oh, I don't get to mess with him? Okay, fine. Fine. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, well, of course. There you are. It's about damn time. Where you been? Bitch, what? What? You do have no right to do the whole idiot thing. They're like, oh, well. Is this really going to be like Hamlet? Oh my God. He's like, I'm not interested in a throuple. Oh. That's a pretty fair deal. I'd take it. I'd take it. Bitch, you wish. You wish you had what they had. You wish you had what they had, but you do not. But you do not. Oh my God. Ugh. I'm so pissed. I cannot control my anger at this point. I know you were mad on Guzhong's behalf, but like, you, by this point, should know to involve Jojishu in all of this. Ugh. I mean, Jojishu is going to die. He's already said that. Ugh. His hand looks so tiny there. Don't go towards the light. Don't do it. Ugh. Is he really gonna die? For real this time? What happened to the happy ghost? And oh. Oh! Oh! Yeah. She sure did. Like, in the midst of your skirmish. I don't feel sorry for you, feel sorry for her. You knew what was going to happen. Oh my god, I can't believe he was killed off screen. The fudge? The fudge, you say? Are they gonna get rid of him? Are those two ladies gonna kill him? They're like, can we kill him? She's like, that's odd. Oh. That is the face of a woman that's about to kill you, sir. Huh. What about the other piece? I thought you had all the pieces. Oh, is he still alive? Oh my god. Oh. 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 She's like, I thought this would be a nice little reunion, you know, between the two of us. But okay. Oh. I don't think he realizes, like, this is the last time he's probably ever going to see her. For a long time. Oh. Oh. Okay, then it hit him. Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, that's just mean. That's just cruel. That's just cruel. Shut up. Ugh. I like the framing of that shot. Ugh. That's so sad. That's so sad. It's like freaking where the red fern grows. Not anything acceptable. No reason for this. Poor him in his little black mourning robes. Good to know the great shaman can hold his own in all of this, by the way. Oh. Can we call her both? Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Oh. Because you know you're dying and he's like, why would you say that? All of a sudden. Great shaman knows. He knows. He knows. He's like, but why'd you do that? He's like, well, I thought he was dead, and y'all didn't tell me you were playing a game, and y'all should have told me your plans! Oh, Changling, honey. Oh, honey. Yeah, it looks. Shit, this episode is the worst. Oh my god. No, you can't. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Well, yes. Yeah. Oh, Changling. Changling. He's like, no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's just everything's not fine. Oh, y'all ain't gonna like what I have to say. Oh, today's not a good day. Today's not a good day. Today is not a good day for Word of Honor. Word of Honor this month has not been a real fun time. Just, why? I guess my biggest thing is, Why? I just... Okay. I want to cry. I want to sob. Honestly, it is taking a lot of restraint to hold myself back from just sobbing throughout this entire episode because I really want to. But I'm just bamboozled because there was a lot of unnecessary in this episode. A lot of unnecessary. And I have thoughts about it. I'm going to save my bad thoughts, my negative thoughts, to the very end of this discussion and reaction, because some of you on the internet don't like reactors talking negatively about shows that you really enjoy. And so I don't want to be that person that talks shit about a show throughout all of it. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to wait till the very end. If you want to stick around and have me harbor my ill thoughts about this episode, then you very well can. But if you don't want a reactor talking bad about the show that is your favorite, then we'll just get through this and then you can see that at the end. But I'm so pissed. Why? Not necessary. Save it to the end. Save it to the end. So our illustrious list of whiteboard coon conspiracy board-esque plot threads that are left have conveniently whittled down to this. This is all we got left. Everybody else is dead. We just went full Hamlet. We went full Red Wedding, full Hamlet this episode, for better or worse. And so the only remaining plot elements now that we have left to conveniently wrap up are Prince Jin. The one thing I do want to talk about is Zhou Jishu at the end was like, oh, we're going to challenge Prince Jin and stuff. And I'm like, but why? Prince Jin's not the one who orchestrated this whole thing. It was the Scorpion King. And you saw the drugmen, right? So you know it's the Scorpion King. Why are you getting Prince Jin involved? The only thing I can rationalize with that is that Prince Jin is conspiring alongside the Scorpion King without realizing the Scorpion King is essentially going to betray him, because that's what he does now and what he has always done. And so we have Prince Jin versus the Scorpion King next week, I guess. And then we have Prince Jin versus Zhou Jishu, I guess. Maybe Scorpion King versus Zhou Jishu. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out. And the Scorpion King is going to go to the armory because he wants to go to the armory because you can pretty much be invincible if you believe in all of that, as the story has told us. I am at least glad the armory is brought back up this episode, because I kind of lamented about it last week, being like, everybody's forgot about the armory. That's been the whole point of the series, and now it's getting brought back up next week. So I appreciate that they're at least tying it back in. But essentially we had Mo. We're going to talk about him. Oh, it's going to be so hard for me not to be frustrated until the very end. But we're just going to objectively go through this one at a time. Again, end. Romania, end of episode. So I guess Master Mo, I guess he was going to the Ghost Valley to take care, to destroy the ghosts, as was originally planned. Ye Bai Yi is gone, by the way. I guess we'll write Ye Bai Yi. Ye Bai Yi has left the building. Bye. But there's the thing, they were going to seal off the Ghost Valley. That was the plan, was to seal off the Ghost Valley. They had this all planned out. They were going to seal it off. It was going to be a done deal. They already figured it all out. They already made plans. It was going to happen and be a thing. They already had it figured out. End of the episode, Romania. End of the episode. But Master Mo thought that wasn't good enough. So we just thought, we're not going to wait until they seal up the Ghost Valley. We're just going to destroy them, because that makes sense. And so while we're at it, we're going to kill Sao Wei Ning. We find out that he's killed Master Fong off camera. Master Fong's dead off camera. We don't know. Mo Waishu was one of the seniors, right? And he's gone. They don't know where he is, but they're like, oh, he's not important. So he'll probably be important next episode, but because that's how this series works. But anyway, so he's killed Fawn. He killed Sao Wei Ning. I lost faith in this episode the moment they killed Sao Wei Ning, and then I was pissed the rest of the 40 minutes. And then I was just mad because unnecessary. So anyway, I'm going to try my hardest to rein it in. But yeah, so he went there to go do that. He ends up getting killed. So he got killed by Winkeshing. So that is it. That's that. And then he had the remaining pieces of the glazed armor, and those get taken by the Scorpion King. Which I guess, if your goal was to get the glazed armor pieces from the Scorpion King, or the Scorpion King's objective was to get the glazed armor pieces from Master Mo, then you would need him to die. My thing is, you have an entire army of assassins. You could have done that without all of this, but okay, sure. You're literally the head. End of episode. You're literally the head of assassins. I don't know. Anyway, so Zhou Ji was dying, and now everybody knows, except when Keshing, conveniently. Of course he doesn't know, because he's passed out, but everybody knows now. The great shaman, Lord Seventh, they all know. Changling knows. We'll talk about that scene at the very end. It was a very well-acted scene, which was heartbreaking, and I really liked it. You knew they were going to find out eventually, as soon as it happened. You knew they were going to find out, and it all comes together really well. When Keshing's half dead, we're going to talk about it. And then Xiaojing in that fur taxi. We're going to talk about that. That was great. Is basically just sitting there chilling out. And now Xin Xin and Zhao Lian, they're off somewhere. They made it out. They're not dead yet. Who knows? They might die by the end of this. Don't know if they will or not, but they're not dead yet. So, I was so pissed. Because the whole time when this started, I was like, why did you come here? Why did you bring a wedding party with all of these gifts to celebrate their wedding if the first thing you're going to do is get pissed off at Cao Weining and tell him what a bad person he is? And I was like, but why is this? And the worst part about it, without me getting into my thoughts, the worst part about it is that Guzhong tells herself not to get mad, to just bear with it. And I'm like, girl, if she had... And it almost feels like it was a step too late, because if she had been more like her normal self, she probably would have stopped him from... She could have pulled Cao Weining back, got him away, but instead she let it all play out. And what happens is he ends up breaking his neck. He breaks his neck. And the worst part is he kills Cao Weining when Cao Weining's at his most desperate, vulnerable point. This lamb, this angel baby, did not deserve what you did to him. He did not deserve it. And I know what people are going to say. They're going to be like, that was a cinematic moment of brilliance. The tragedy. And it's horrifying. I will give you that. It is horrifying to kill off these two characters at the 11th hour when they were about to have happiness is horrifying and tragic. It is peak melodramatic tragedy, but Anyway, so that sets off a whole series of events. I could have done, y'all know how much I hate recaps. We did not need the montages. We had a montage of Wen Keshing an episode or two ago. I'm like, you all had budget cuts. You had cuts where you couldn't film 7 episodes. Don't waste our time with recaps. Use what time you have to give us new things. We don't need the recaps. I personally hate recaps. I've been following this series week to week for a year now, half a year, 3/4 of a year. I'm like, I don't need to see the recaps. Unless they're relevant knowledge, that we need to go back and relearn if there was something from episode 5 that was suddenly important now, I'd be like, oh yeah, we need to go back and know that. But if it's just a montage of the greatest hits, I'm like, I don't need to see that. Don't waste my time, because recaps do not give me sentimental feelings. But anyway, so everybody shows up. I have a lot of issues with this episode. Pacing-wise, writing-wise, but we're going to get away from it. I will say, I do, Guzhong looks incredible. Guzhong, in her state of getting revenge on all of them, looks absolutely amazing. She just looks the part of a vengeful bride. And the idea, I hated the fact that the symbolism of the tragic comic ghost giving her hairpins, and then it's a tragicomedy. There's no comedy in this episode, though. There is nothing funny about this episode. The only thing you could argue is funny is Zhao Jing's state of being. But that is literally it. Literally it. And it just... I will say this. I will give this episode one major kudos. Well, two major kudoses. One, everybody's costuming. The costuming and the lighting in this episode, amazing, beautiful, brilliant. Everyone looks incredible. No qualms here as far as the costuming, the choreography. That was the other thing. The choreography of all the fight scenes, so good. So good. I will give this series so much props for the way they choreographed all the battle scenes in this. It was tense. It was chaotic. It was really well done. The stuff with Guzhong was just really, really good. But damn. And then the moment that she like looks over to Master Mo and he's just like standing there waiting for her and he like has the I have the high ground pose, I'm like, she's gonna get hurt. And then give us the stupid montages in Donmai, and anime are pretty much you're gonna die moments. Like, your audience isn't dumb. We know that. And I was just like, at this point, it felt like you were just taking a knife and just slowly just whittling it and curving it in. I wanted a happy week, y'all. I wanted a happy penultimate week, but no, Word of Honor was like, no, that's not how we roll, bitch. Instead, we're going to crank it up to a 12 and make everything horrifically angsty and horrifically bloody and violent, and everyone's going to die. Isn't that what you wanted? You thought that the battle with Zhao Jing in episode 33 was the climax. No, this isn't Return of the King. You're not getting 5 endings. This is the climax. Or next week could be the climax. Who the fuck knows? Ah! Look, I'm not mad at Word of Honor. I am mad that they killed off Sao Weining and Guzhong. I'm actually very mad about that. I'm not mad that they decided to pull the rug out from its audience and be like, no, actually, you thought things were all going to end like with a nice little bow. This is how it's actually going to be. I'm not mad at that. The fact that there was this battle, I'm not mad about that. I think that's you do that for your audience. Your audience isn't expecting it. So cool. There were a lot of inconsistencies, things that I was not happy with, but I'm going to wait till the end. Don't do it, Romania. Get to the end. So yeah, Wing Keshing, he goes down there to fight Master Mo. Zhou Jishu is there. Changling is sent to go with the Lord Seventh. The Lord Seventh, I guess, doesn't fight. I guess he doesn't have any battle skills, and Changling's just supposed to protect him, and the Great Shaman is protecting them instead, which, good for the Great Shaman. Good for him having some moves. Good for him having some skills. Love that. I get the vibe that the Lord Seventh is just like a rich noble, that he's like, I'm a lover, not a fighter, sort of thing, which is fine. Not everybody can be a martial arts master. But anyway, so then Chufeng shows up. Chufeng is there. Tragic Comic Ghost is there. Alluring Ghost is there. Do I think it was horrifically angsty that the Alluring Ghost didn't remember Chufeng and then she ended up killing him? Yeah, that was pretty angsty. Am I surprised by it happening? No. The moment they set up she doesn't remember him last episode, I was like, she could kill him on accident without realizing that it's him. And then it happened this week. Am I then surprised that she got stabbed in the back during the battle? No. The moment that Sao Weining and Guzhong looked like she was going to die, and then Chufeng died, I'm like, oh my god, they're going to do the parallel where both of them die. Because they're both so similar in different ways. And then it happened. So I was like, I am really sad about the Tragic Comic Ghost. Again, we're going to talk at the end. We're going to wait till the end. But that ended up happening. That was a thing. So then we get to the Scorpion King. Then we get to the Scorpion King and Zhao Jing on top of the mountain. So we got to them. Honestly, Zhao Jing in that being carried on that lift with all the furs is absolutely hilarious to me. He just has to go along with it. He doesn't have any choice. The Scorpion King is such an interesting character, and I'm not mad at the idea that now, at the 11th hour, are they revealing that he's actually this menace, that he's been plotting everything from the sidelines, that he's this menacing character, and he's actually orchestrated the entire thing. I guess, without getting to the end, while I'm thinking about it, the one thing that kind of irks me about the Scorpion King's character is there's just a not, how do I phrase this? I feel like, I don't want to say he's inconsistent because he's had this character growth, but it's kind of like at the very beginning, he was shown to be this cold, badass, like serious threat way back in like episode 8 or 9. He was this very serious threat. And then throughout the way that he is portrayed by Daikun throughout much of the series, you're like, oh, he's not actually this serious threat. He just thinks that he is, but he's actually just this kid that's getting manipulated by this toxic abuser. And that's the way he's acted. The way he is portrayed is a lot more innocent. But then now we're going back to episode 9 version of him that's like, actually, I'm this mastermind and I've been in charge of myself the entire time. I just had this moment of weakness for 30 episodes where I was chasing after Zhao Jing, and I was like, well, was it character development, or did you just conveniently change character enough to be vulnerable throughout? I don't know if I don't want to compare this series to anything by MXTX. I will at the end of this episode, but I don't want to compare it here. But I would have liked to have seen more of this badass Scorpion King throughout the other episodes leading up to it. I know people will disagree, and some people will be like, oh, he's always been like this. But I personally just wish his acting had shown more of that, or had been a little bit more consistent. I don't know. If anything, I like it. It just is, it feels like it comes a little out of nowhere. But it doesn't, because it was there from the beginning. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, but I like the Scorpion King's character enough that I'm like, it's fine. It's okay. I'm just going to be bitching throughout a lot of this episode because I'm mad, and I'm sorry that you all have to deal with that. But I do, again, really appreciate the conversation between him and Zhao Jing. It's a really good conversation. He's very much doing the neener, I'm in charge now, and you're on the sidelines sort of thing, which is fine. I'm like, you have been goo goo gaga eyes for him this entire time. But now that you're in control, it's all good. Okay. Although I do love his tassels. The tassels and fringe on his outfit are amazing. So he has the glazed piece of armor that Zhao Jing gave him, and he has the key. So we find out that he got the original key traded to him from Wen Kexing to get the opportunity to battle Zhao Jing. I guess that was the trade-off. I guess Wen Kexing gave him the key in exchange for the setup to face Zhao Jing and get his revenge. And it is a pretty bold and bitching move on the Scorpion King's part to say, yeah, I tricked you. Yeah, I did let you have that battle against Zhao Jing, but that actually benefited me a lot. So thanks for doing that for me. And now I'm going to go back on my word and hurt everybody around you. Hope that's okay. I mean, he's the villain, so why should we be surprised? Why should we be surprised that he's a double crosser? Why should we be surprised that he was planning a long game and used Wen Kexing and his desire for revenge to his own means? Why should we be surprised by that? I'm not mad at it. It's a great strategy. It's fine. I appreciate that. I have no problem with that. But he's like, I have all the things. I love when he's like, I have everything that you wanted, and Zhao Jing just like flops back on the chair like, son of a bitch. That part is great. That part is fantastic. I love that. He's like, the one thing that is making me like be like, oh, Scorpion King, stop talking because you're jinxing yourself. He says, when they are grown in me, they are ambition. When they are grown in others, they are delusional thinking. I was like, dude, if you think you're not delusional and everybody else is, I don't know if I'd be telling that out loud. I don't know if I'd be saying that out loud. I think you're jinxing yourself for something bad to happen to you, but you go right ahead. I love that Zhao Jing's just sitting there like, I can't argue. I can't rebuttal this at all. And he's like, you don't have a heart. I was like, oof. So Master Mo, hate him. Glad he's out of the picture. I I kept thinking he was going to like slice the back of Guzhong even more, but instead he just pushed her wound and killed her. And the worst part about this is he's like, I need you to give me the key. So I guess that was part of it, was that he told Master Mo, the Scorpion King told him that when Keshing had the key for the glazed armor and to go get it from him. And that's why he went to get it. That all makes sense. But I hate it because when he asks Wing Keshing for the key, Wing Keshing's like, I don't have it. I gave it to the Scorpion King. Which, why he didn't just say that? Why did he not just say it? I know why he didn't. Because Guzhong's life was, at bay. But if you think about it, if the Scorpion King told him to go there to get the glazed armor key, and then when Keshing says, I actually gave it to the Scorpion King in exchange to fight Zhao Jing, we'll talk about it at the end of the episode, but like, if you gave it a moment of common sense, then Master Mo would be like, oh, I was tricked by the Scorpion King. But that conversation doesn't happen, and I don't blame Wing Keshing in the moment for not saying it, because he's like, shit, I don't want Guzhong to get killed. It's just, in any other circumstance, this could have all been avoided. I'm just saying. And then Scorpion says, I am the true hunter, because there was the question that's been posed throughout the series of who is the hunter and who is the tiger. And the Scorpion King's like, I am the hunter, actually. And this is their final battle, playing that really bitchin' Scorpion mandolin, saying that I'm going to be the actual hunter in this. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the drugmen all start coming in and fighting, and it's just chaos. It's just chaos. Again, the cinematography in this episode, again, I will not bash the cinematography at all. It is amazing. This episode was so beautiful to watch. Heartbreaking, but so beautiful. And then this whole thing between Guzhong and Wing Keshing. Why? Why do we have to get that show? Like, our poor girl. Guzhong's actress was incredible in this episode. She was so good. She did such a good job. She was amazing. I loved her in this. I thought she was fantastic. Her death scene here is so well done. It's so good. Wing Keshing crying for her and saying he'll kill her for him. Oh my God. And I know that he called himself her brother, but it definitely felt like a father-daughter moment, even though they're siblings. Oh, I hated it. I hated him crying like on her behalf and like sobbing. Oh, it sucked. And then they gave us another stupid montage. How dare you waste a minute of my time? And then and we even got another montage of them on top of that. And they put the crown back on her and wrapped them all together with the shroud. And then he's like, welp, I'm going to go kill a man. So, I mean, I had no problem with the parts we'll talk about it at the end. But Wing Keshing deciding to go and get revenge on Guzhong for her and Sao Ning, I support him in that endeavor. I do, because those two did not need to die. They did not need to die at all. It's really stupid that they died. It was absolutely unnecessary that they died. But yeah. And then the Master Mo guy is like, oh, the Scorpion King? I never thought I'd be tricked by the Scorpion King. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, you didn't? I was like, talk about it at the end of the episode, but I'm like, oh, you didn't. Wow, you're a lot dumber than you look. Oh my God. Oh, I was so pissed. One boon of this episode, the fight between Wing Keshing and him was really good. I love Wing Keshing fighting with the fan. It was great. They actually showed Wing Keshing sweat. It could have been CGI sweat, but him sweating, it was really good. It was good to see the two of them like matched in terms of skill. And honestly, the thing about it is Wing Keshing was not in the correct state of mind. If Wing Keshing hadn't been totally distracted by the fact that his literal sister just died, I think he would have been fine against Master Mo, but he was a bit like his emotions were heightened during that as well. So to see these two men that were, Zhao Jing and Master Mo, that were pretty similar in terms of power, face Wing Keshing. Wing Keshing's had to do a bunch of brunt work. I can't believe when he tore his eyes off with the hand. Oh, that was crazy. And then stabbed him. I thought for a second we were going to get Game of Thrones when he pulled him up in the air by his neck, but I'm glad we didn't go that route. And then he goes to sit under this tree. And who shows up conveniently but the Scorpion King and the assassins. I like that he's sitting under this tree, and then the Scorpion King and the assassins show up, and when Keshing's like, I'm trying to die here, can you leave? Also, I'm sorry, the parallel and callback to when Keshing, when Scorpion King's like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm sunbathing. To Hobo Zhaojishu. Shut up. Now, the evil malicious, she wanted to do something when Keshing, and Scorpion King's like, no, don't. So he's like, I'll kill you myself. He needs to be sent off by me. And then Zhaojishu was like, no, I don't think so, bitch. He's like, I've come to die with you, madman. Anytime Zhaojishu and Keshing are on screen together, it's not happened enough in the last several episodes. But I love when Keshing calling him an idiot and Zhaojishu calling him a madman. Shut up. Just stop, show. In their beautiful blue and red robes. And I like that Zhaojishu at this point, he's like, I'm not afraid to die, and I will take you with me, so I don't care. He's like, you let us go, and I'll let you have the glazed armor, and we'll just do that trade. And Scorpion King's like, well, you guys are both dying, so no skin off my back. Zhaojishu has no right to look as good as he does in this moment. And him, like, looking down at him, being all concerned. I'm like, are the two of them going to die together next episode? I'm not ready for that. No, I'm not ready for that at all. Whenever there's this scene with the light, so Be Happy has given me a lot of things. There is a scene, where is the one? It is basically, the altered line is right where I'm at now, where at 3 minutes and 45 seconds, and I'm almost there, I'm like 20 seconds off, but when Keshing reaches up for him, saying he's going to grab at the light. And so, what does he say? He says, Lao Wen. And he's like, there is light. So the altered line was originally, it was supposed to be, Lao Wen, what is your condition and how are you feeling? Well, he's feeling like he's dying. So, there's that. Trivia. Fun fact or not so fun fact. In episode 34 at 32 minutes and 30 seconds, you can see one symbol of happiness on the wall behind Ajong in the frame. Traditionally, there should be two symbols to bless the soon-to-be married couple. Having only one symbol on the wall hints at the tragedy we're about to witness. Well, that's terrifying. No. We're going to go back to this light scene at the very end because there's an extended scene, but Zhaojishu reaches for Wen Keshing's hand, and his hand just barely misses, and he falls back against the tree. And Zhaojishu is sad because he's like, oh shit, you could be dying. And I'm like, well, bitch, so are you. So then we have the scene with Scorpion King, where with Duan, they're plotting on what to do. He's like, I've gotten rid of all of them. So we announced that everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. He's like, reporting to the commander, this whole thing, off screen, the bodies of the 10 evil ghosts have been found, none have escaped. The 3 betrayers are locked in the water dungeon. I've gotten rid of them all. So, Happy Ghost and Changing Ghost, they're all dead. Tragic Comic Ghoul and Alluring Ghost, they've died in battle. Now, the Scorpion King is like, the Alluring Ghost died? I'm like, well, bitch, what did you think was going to happen? You set an entire, did you think that she was just going to miraculously get out of there? You knew she wasn't a good fighter. Like, the fudge. He's like, yes, sir. And I'm like, Scorpion King, you don't get to be empathetic and sympathizing in this moment. You sent those things to the Ghost Valley knowing that there was a chance her and the Tragic Comic Ghost were going to die. Don't be trying to be like, oh, I didn't know she was going to die. Yes, you did. And if you didn't, you're dumb. And I know you're not dumb. So no, you don't get to sympathize in that moment. So they're still trying to find the bodies of Mo, Fawn, and the Haishu. So Mo's gone. And I like Scorpion King says, I killed him. I'm like, no, you didn't. When Keshing killed him. And then we find out that Mo killed Fawn. And Mo Weiju is unknown, but nobody cares about him. So F his drag. So he leaves, and Pang is like, man, or Dwan, he's like, man, the drugmen did a great job. So, you know, they'll be able to be used by Prince Jin without any problem. And the Scorpion King's like, oh yeah, being used by Prince Jin, about that. So I guess Joji Shu's going after Prince Jin because he thinks the Scorpion King is working with him. I love Malicious and R-Hat just kind of look back at him like they slow turn whenever Dwan's talking about the prince using the drugmen. They're like, this guy thinks he's using the drugmen? They give a look at Scorpion King like, really, bitch? This guy thinks that? And Scorpion King's like, let him go. Let him think that. So yeah, he's like, you and I are matched really well. She's like, that's odd. I love her. Malicious is amazing. I don't want her to get Hamleted off in this. So anyway, they're all planning, you know, to take care of business, I guess, and get the glazed armor. I like Malicious saying that you old men are all the same. All you do is plot against each other and scheme all day. I love her. She's like, aren't you tired? I love her. She's a legend. Icon. Love it. I also love that her eyebrows transition to be purple. That's such a cool little detail. It's like instead of having eyeliner, she does have eyeliner, but instead of just eyeliner, she has like brow liner that comes up. Bitch, love it. She looks amazing. Can't believe she's still alive. I thought she would die before Guzhong, even if Guzhong did. So he has the glazed armor. He has he has two pieces there, and the glazed armor piece that was given to him by, okay, so he has the glazed armor piece, the little piece, and then the two others. So those are the three pieces that were the Wind Sect, and then he has the main one. So he's just missing one piece, which I'm guessing is the one Prince Jin has, right? Or was that fake? Interesting. So he's just missing one piece. I guess, is that the one that, does Wen Keshing still have a hold of that piece? Honestly, the most heartbreaking scene in this entire episode is when Guzhong's spirit, which here's the thing. Do we know it's Guzhong's spirit? No. He's got the drunk dream life, so it might not be. It might just be an hallucination. But if it was really her spirit coming back to thank him and to talk to him one last time and he shoos her away, bitch, why? That's so sad. And she looks so heartbroken when he shoos her away because he doesn't realize in the moment what's going on. And then at the end, when he finally realizes, he knocks the tea over and she disappears. That's not cool. That's not cool, show! Ah! Anyway, so he's still unconscious. Joji Shu is in his mourning robes. Back in black, right? And he's sad. He wipes a little tear off of Wen Keshing's face. What can we do? And then at the grave, I do like that they're going to say Lady Sao. I like they're going to say Lady Sao because that's what she would have wanted. And then, yeah, it's Changling, the Great Shaman, and Lord Seventh. And that's when they find out from Jojishu that he kind of took the nail. This is the part that sucks so much, and it's so angsty. If they had told Jojishu that if they had told him that Wen Keshing was not actually dead and it was all just to get Zhao Jing cornered in this one spot to then pull the rug out from under him, Jojishu wouldn't have pulled the nails out and he wouldn't be dying right now. And it just feels so unnecessary. I'm like, it's angst for angst's sake. I'm like, ah. Anyway, I will say for this scene that it is really well acted. The Lord Seventh has the unfortunate role of being the noble person, so he responds and he's sad, but he's also supposed to be very stoic. I feel like the Great Shaman is the more emotional of the two. So I will say, Jojishu's acting in this scene, amazing, where he's like on the verge of tears, talking about that he's gonna die, but he might as well do this one last thing before he dies. Brilliant. Changling is such a real one. I love his acting throughout this scene. He is fantastic. He just makes you feel so sad because now he's realizing his master is dying. All of this. The Great Shaman's acting is so good because he's just like, bitch, why'd you take the nails out? We had all this planned out. And Joshishu's like, well, some group didn't tell me that when Keshing didn't actually die, and I thought my soulmate had left me, and you all should have realized that, and that I was in a danger zone before, letting all this go down. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. But yeah, he's like, it'll be fine. He's like, it's just my fate, whatever. And then the episode ends. Okay, so there's two things I'm going to look at with you all. And then there's a couple things that Be Happy has pointed out. The first thing we're going to look at is... I'm going to make this not so big. The first thing we're going to look at is... This is from Tumblr, from Miyu21. And it is an extended scene. The other thing is this commercial that Be Happy sent me. And then Be Happy had two things from the series that they wanted me to look at. So I'm going to look at this with you all and you'll be able to see it. So we're going to check out this extended scene from episode 35. And we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1. And let's see what this is. Bitch, what? Why didn't you have his hand get caught? You son of a bitch. Why didn't you have his hand get caught? Why did it have to miss? That just feels like kicking a puppy when it's down. That's what it feels like. Okay. And then there's this commercial. It's 3 minutes long, which is interesting. It is a 3-minute long commercial. And I want it to be I want to make sure like the subtitles are right. Okay, good. Subtitles are working. It's a 3-minute long Cadillac commercial. Be Happy's like, we have to watch it. And then there's like 2 scenes from previous episodes that want me to talk about it with too. So I'm like, okay, Cadillac commercial. But okay, here we go. We're going to watch this here in 3, 2, 1. And let's see. Oh! Oh, it's Guzhang's actress. Oh, she looks so pretty. No! It's him! No! Oh! Shut up! No! Not them in an alternate life when they meet each other. Did the creators of this commercial watch Word of Honor? And no? They're both so beautiful. Shut up. They're both so gorgeous. Okay, Zhou Ye. Zhou Ye is Sa Weining and Ma Wenyan. Why is she so beautiful? Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! my God. This almost makes up for it. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then Be Happy said to look at episode 17 from 1 minute and 55 seconds to 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I'm not going to put that up here for y'all to see. But, oh, it's Sao Wei Ning and him saying to her, "Thank goodness you're okay. I dreamed I wasn't able to protect you. I'll shut up." The foreshadowing. He's like, "Why am I in so much pain?" I had so many dreams and I couldn't wake up. Oh my God. Well, that's just torture. That's just foreshadowing. Back in episode. Yeah, in my last dream, I even died. At the Bridge of Happiness. Oh my God. But not long after you came down, I thought to myself, that's not right. How could you die young? It scared me to death. Why would they foreshadow that then? In episode 17, that's not nice. That's not fair. No, that's not nice. That's not fair. Okay. Okay. So then there's supposed to be like 9 seconds here in episode 31. He says, "I can't understand. I don't want to understand. Let's leave the martial arts world and open a sweet shop." Oh my God. The people that made that Cadillac commercial knew exactly what they were doing. Knew exactly what they were doing. Okay. Honestly, I'm so glad, Be Happy, that you showed me that Cadillac commercial, because that did make the happy ending of them in that damn Cadillac commercial, which may or may not have any ties to Word of Honor, makes me feel already 1,000 times better about the fact they were both killed off. Oh my God. So I do have things that I did not like about this episode. I do want to talk about them because I need to rant about them and get them out of my system. But I understand if you don't want to hear me rant about that. So if you don't, that's okay. Next week's the last week of the live action series. So I don't know what's going to happen at this point. Prince Jin and Scorpion King are planning this final battle. We're going to watch episodes 36 and 37 together. So it's going to be probably like an hour long, which is fine. But they're going to have this final battle. And then when Keshing's dying, or he could die by the end, who knows? Zhou Jishu is supposedly going to die. Great Shaman alluded to the fact that there's nothing to save him now. So that sucks. So I really don't want our main characters to die, but what can we do? Is it going to be like just Changling left over and he's the last one? I don't know. But if you're not sticking around for next week, thank you for listening to me rant. I am sure a lot of people loved this episode for various reasons. I could see why you would. I have my frustrations with it and I need to air them out, but I don't want to be that content creator that just bitches throughout the whole thing, but I feel like I've done that. So I'm sorry if that seemed like the case. I love this series, and so it makes me frustrated. But anyway, I'm going to rant about that for like another 5 minutes or so. If you don't want to stick around for that, thank you for watching my reaction and my angst and my melancholy. And maybe next week, Romania will be in a infinitely better mood with the ending, or she'll slip further into maniacal sadness. We'll find out! So, in any case, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and now that those people have left, can I rant for a second before we end this episode? Knowing that foreshadowing from episode 17, because one of my things as a writer and as a teacher of English and a teacher of writing is that I don't like things not having either a backing or a purpose. And so the fact that it was foreshadowed back in episode 17 honestly makes me feel a little bit better about them dying. Not in a sense like you would think, but from a writing perspective, I'm like, okay, it was foreshadowed. It just was like a one-off comment back in episode 17, but it was foreshadowed. I guess my biggest thing and my biggest frustration, and it's not really, it's hard to navigate of me just being frustrated at the characters, but then at the writing is just like, Master Mo did not need to go there. He had the glazed armor, and the Scorpion King lied to him and told him that Winkeshing had the key. But if Winkeshing had just said, "I don't have the key," Scorpion King has it. And my other thing with that is Master Mo, he was there, which now looking back at episode 33, it makes more sense. Master Mo being so like against the two of them. He's against everybody. He's homophobic, against people getting married. Just matrimonial phobic in general. But I'm like, Zhao Jing and you were working together. So I get why you were pissed Zhao Jing got taken out. But I'm like, in all respects, how did he not know that the Scorpion King was going to trick him? How did he not know? The Scorpion King led everybody against Zhao Jing and was strutting around like a damn peacock about it. How did you not notice? Or be like, wow, that Scorpion King, he really, betrayed the one person he supposedly loved. Good thing he won't betray me, a random person. I'm like, what? I think the cuts to this series are what frustrate me the most, because I'm sure that maybe in the novel, I don't know though, maybe in the novel or maybe in the episodes that they were going to feature, there was going to be more buildup of Master Mo. Like the fact that Fawn died off screen, hate. The fact that the ghosts were taking this water dungeon off screen and killed, hate. The fact that the tragic comic ghost was killed off screen, hate. Where was her final moments? To hate it. Chu Fong and Alluring Ghost, like I said, I'm not surprised that they died in a battle, but there was no buildup of Chu Fong being there. That was cut. There was, and the Scorpion King being like, what? Chu Fong, Chon Cho died? And I'm like, she was there in Ghost Valley when you sent your drugmen and everybody there. You know she's not a good fighter. She said so herself. Why would you? And then, so that was frustrating. The whole thing with Master Mo was frustrating. I guess my big part about the battle, I'm not mad that when Keshing went off and went after Guzhong's killer, because in that moment he is, in that moment he's not only not thinking correctly because his sister just died and he's off the rails. That part makes sense. But from a writing standpoint, they intentionally don't show Zhoujishu at all for like 5 minutes of the episode. And so the whole time I'm like, well, where was Zhoujishu? Did he not see when Keshing run off? Did he not see when Keshing go somewhere? Why didn't he chase after him? He chased after him too late. What else was he doing? I just feel like from a writing standpoint, it would have been better to show the tension of Zhoujishu being like, oh, hey, when Keshing, don't run away. But when Keshing's not thinking about it, he's thinking about Guzhong's revenge. They don't show any of that. They just leave it alone. They don't even show Zhoujishu finding like, Zhoujishu does not have a reaction in this episode to Guzhong or Sao Weining dying. There's no reaction. He's just like, oh, when Keshing's, on the brink of death, but I'm about to die. So anyway, she would have liked Lady Sao on the tombstone. There's just no reaction. And for them to have like this bond throughout the episode to just not show his reaction at all to her dying, I was like, what the fudge, show? Or Sao Wei-Ning's reaction. And I'm like, if you're going to be melodramatic, make it melodramatic. Give me everything. But they don't. And I know it's because of the cuts. But I don't want to compare it to MXTX, to Modao Zushi, or Heaven Official's Blessing, or Scum Villain. But one thing MXTX is amazing at is side character stories and wrapping them all together in a way that doesn't feel like we're doing this for shock value. It feels like there's a lot of weight and history behind all of those decisions, and a lot of decisions, in my opinion, made in this episode. And I know in the back of my mind it's because of cuts and they didn't have the time to do it. And so I get that, but it just doesn't have that same weight. Even in the Untamed, there was that weight, and it just felt like, here's a red wedding, everybody's going to die, and it just happens all at once, and it feels a little cheap. And I'm like, ah. And then I was just mad because there was no reason for Sao Wei-ning or Guzhang to die. There was no reason. There was no reason for it to happen. And I feel like because Master Mo's been around for like 2 episodes worth of content. So if it had been Master Fawn that came in this episode, if it had been a betrayal by Master Fawn, I would have been equally as pissed, but it would have felt more earned because Master Fawn has had experience with Guzhang. He's had experience with Sao Wei-ning. Of course, that would, for us, the audience, be like, well, you've been with them, you know she's a good person. But it would have felt more understandable, the shock and everything. Master Mo, these people have never interacted with him, except like once. So it just, I don't know. I was very disgruntled. For a lot of this episode, I was very disgruntled with the writing and the pacing. I've been disgruntled with the last part of this series, and I don't want to be, because up until like episode 30, I loved this series. But man, that pacing and the writing of these last several episodes, like 33 and 34 have been fine. But 32 and this one are my least favorite episodes. And then it's like, when Keshing being like, well, I'll just die. I'm like, that part pissed me off because I'm like, you have established this whole series that your soulmate, Zhoujishu, is important to you and you're wanting to spend the rest of your days. But then under the tree, he's like, I guess I'll die now. I'm like, what about Zhoujishu? What about him? You're just okay with dying? You're not going to fight to stay alive? You're cool with dying? What about your soulmate? You're just going to leave them all alone? The fudge? It just was not, MXTX would not have done that with her main leads. She would not have. I don't know. I'm not going to compare this series to that because that's not fair. But I feel better I got that out of my system. I am hoping that the ending of this series is good. I am hoping the ending of the series is good, but I'm going to go in with 0 expectations. 0. I can't. I feel like going in with the expectations about the wedding, going in with the expectations about the Water of Oblivion, all of those, I'm not mad that the author didn't go the route I thought they would. I'm not mad at that. I just felt like a little underwhelmed because I had these grandiose thoughts of what would happen, and then that's not what's happened. So we'll see. We'll see. But I will say, be happy you showing me that commercial and then having those 2 moments from the previous episodes. That did help a lot. That did help, like, calm me down. So I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me. A lot of people are not going to think the same thing. And y'all know that's fine. I say it like I see it. And I stick by my decisions and my views. And I'll probably evolve them and change them by the end of this season. Who knows? I'm a Taurus, so that's hard sometimes. But anyway, so I'm excited for the last episode. I'm excited it's going to be a long one. And I'm hoping we have somewhat of a happy ending. But I'm not holding my breath at this point. Not today. So in any case, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thanks for hearing me out. Have a wonderful week. Please stay safe. Take care. And yeah, I'll be back real soon with episode 36 and 37 of Word of Honor. Bye.